come after you, my brother, go and get power, because that's the only way you can survive. Why do you think when God appeared to Moses, he taught him the ways of power? He put his hand and he turned to this, he did that. Why? Because Pharaoh may not understand English. Pharaoh may need a demonstration. So have an understanding of this, because the wiles of Pharaoh is coming after you. And in the day Pharaoh refused, what we saw was a manifestation of all kinds of strangers of God. We see quails, we see all kinds of things. All those plagues that happened was as a result of the power of God. Is that okay? So how do you get power? Pray as much as you can. Pray. Just pray without prayer request. Just pray. Prepare for the devil. Prepare before you come. Just pray. In fact, some days just wake up and start challenging the demonic patterns in your, just be challenging. Just if you don't have any, just pray. Just pray always. The Bible says, pray without ceasing. Paul said, I thank my God that I speak in tongues more than you all. Pray always with all prayers and supplication in the spirit. And power only come by praying in the spirit. I understand many of you are not filled with the Holy Ghost, but in one of the days of this series, maybe next week, I don't know, I'm going to take a time specially to pray for those that are not filled with the Holy Ghost, because you need it. You need it. I'm not this is not about physical warfare. We're talking about spiritual. In the battles of spiritual, you need spiritual weapons, and part of it is prayer. You get power by praying long in the Holy Ghost. Long. Just lock yourself inside and pray long. Just speak in tongues until you see the end of tongues. You speak. When you are praying in tongues, you are crying. It's a good thing. It's good to cry like that. Just cry more, pray again, cry more, pray again, cry more. When it's paining you, pray again. Are you with me? You gain power. So that in the days a demonic spirit come with power to kill you, you are already above them. How do you think you go to? I have been to a shrine before. I talk about the story of somebody that stole my phone, and it's among my friends, and he refused to say he's the one. So I got angry. I went to a shrine and I met the Baba, and I entered through the back. I don't know, but I have to. I met the Baba. Baba, somebody stole my phone. He says it's a small thing, my son. I said, okay, sir. I became his son automatically. He said, how much do you have? I take my pocket, 20 naira. I said, drop it for the gods. I drop. He did something around me, he did it, he chose something, he do. He looked at the mirror, suddenly he saw. He said, one of my friends took his also time. He said, yes, I was in his house also time. He said, I should go and tell him that actually he said he should give me the phone. But if in case he refused, I should come back to him. There is something he will do. Himself, he will confess. So I went to the friend. I said, young man, can you give my phone? He said, why am I saying he's the one that carried the phone? I said, I'm just coming back from somewhere now. And the Baba said, Paraventure, if you refuse, I should go back to him. So I don't know what he will do for you, whether your leg will be crippled. I said, I watch you, I saw it's you. Now I said, you, they know they use you play. I said, okay. Power. Demons don't hear a beg, they hear power. Principalities and powers. These are things that come after men. So you must understand the ways of power. How do you think a young guy will just go suddenly on his way? He will just go and they will say for you to, I don't know who was in the house the other day. One of those, my ladies, she may be watching me now. In fact, now she's born again. She's dating a guy. The guy is doing normal Yahoo. And she felt it's all about skills. And now the guy wants to plus up. As the guy wants to plus up his hair, now he wants to use to plus up. So suddenly they come here around 2 a.m. Her body begins to be hot. It will be hot, it will be cold, it will be hot, it will be cold, it will be hot, it will be cold. So then her bones begin to shake by themselves. And it's as if all part of her body is being disintegrated. And she shouted, she ran to a church. When she ran to a church, the pastor was not around, she was looking for who. So they beckoned upon her and started calling. What is the problem? He want to kill him. So what happened was simply a power was beckoned upon. I get to the point, and when that power was beckoned, by default, she became a victim of powerlessness. Because they cannot use a man that has power to upgrade in power. Whatsoever that has made me gain power, you can't use me. If I have been used as a sacrifice to gain power, you can't use me again. It's you that you are still, your destiny is still in your hand. It's too beautiful in your hand, so they can still use it. Me, my destiny is underused by God, so it's not useful to you. You get the point? In fact, there are people that you can't use for ritual. You can't say, no, this one, they don't know if it produce anything. They don't already use that. So if you carry me, God, they will say this one, God don't, you don't get used. God don't use and finish. And peradventure you want to beckon by force, you'll be in trouble. the mirror will break. Why? Because there is a power that we have already received from God, and you cannot use us to plus up. The first thing I told her, I said, how much have the guy send you? Like, say 100,000. I said, transfer it to any church account. Don't send it to me so that it won't look as if I said, that pastor you ran to his church, are you there? I said, transfer to you. I said, pastor, collect the money, transfer. So that, because what is making the guy to stick is everything that he has given you. I said, what did he buy? Okay, black, go and burn the black pants, go and burn it. Okay. All the phone, throw the iPhone, that told those, break it. Because that was the only way we could save her. Because if there is no any attachment, because a guy used a sacrifice to hold her back. So by the time she told you all of those things, born the one she have to born and everything. So we now speak to the guy. Young man, this one is out of your cave. And now our speaking now can carry authority. Why? Because she has disengaged herself from his connectivity. You can't touch a naked wire until you have a support to ensure that you are immune from it. So long as there's a connection, the guy can still. It is in the same way that prayer helps you in connection, but it should also help transfuse power. Do you understand? So that connection to that guy was for a moment. So all the La Vista, the Czech Republic, the 100,000 he was sending was all the time was preparing her for a greater reward. So he was sowing a seed to reap a harvest. So he provide help so that he can get help from her.